Mark Twain, Agrippa, and top of Israel.
At the top of the hour, we'll be back with the weather.
Yeah.
All right. So we are rolling.
Okay, now. Okay, good. Sarah, we are at nearly the very top of Israel.
Okay.
We are near that point where if you look just a little over the hill that way, you'll be looking into Syria, and a little over the hill this way, and you'll be looking into Lebanon. And this place is called Banias. Banias,
okay.
yeah. It actually used to be called Panias with a P,
So why was it changed?
because there's no P in Arabic.
Oh, I
It was
see.
named for the god Pan, because we have a place here where they would worship Pan. But when you can't say Panias, it becomes Banias. In fact, in Egypt, I remember on the menu, instead of pancakes, it had pancakes.
With a B.
With a
as in
B.
boy. Oh.
Yes, with a B. So, and of course, this place has lots of things that are interesting, but one of the things that I want to mention is that Mark Twain came here.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain. Now, tell me what he's famous for. What book can you think of that he wrote that he's famous for?
Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn, that's
Yeah.
right. But which book is he most famous for? Well, today maybe Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah.
But during his lifetime, it was not that book. It was a book you probably have never heard of called Innocents Abroad.
Yeah, never heard of that one.
Yeah, Innocents Abroad. And what it's about is his trip to the Holy Lands. Back then, it wasn't like today. It's easy today, but back then it was very difficult
To come here?
to come here. You had to bring a bag of gold,
Oh, wow.
and then you did bartering at times, and it's just difficult. And they had to travel on some donkeys, and so they came in this way. They actually had gone up towards Syria, and they came into Israel right here and into Banias. And when he got here, he stayed right there. Yeah, so Mark Twain came here.
Oh,
He came
wow.
from Syria, and so they came from that direction, from the northeast,
Okay.
on a group of donkeys, and they stopped here, and he actually stayed in that building right there.
That one?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, he was there. And he wrote about this place, and of course it was so poor. At that time, the Ottoman Empire had control for hundreds of years, and very few people lived here, and the people lived here lived in poverty. And I remember reading that book, his describing seeing a child wearing sunglasses. He called them goggles. He said, it's the fashion of the day, and he's just really surprised because, people were poor. But as he got closer, they weren't goggles. They weren't sunglasses.
Oh, were they?
Eye disease was so common. The baby's eyes oozed, and there were packs of flies on both
No,
eyes.
you're
And
kidding.
no, I'm serious. And the mother accepted it. He said the kid sat there in her lap, and both eyes were just covered with flies, and she didn't even
She
shoo them
didn't-
away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
Would you recommend this book?
I would. It's
Okay.
a very, very interesting book. Now you have to remember Mark Twain. He was very antagonistic towards faith. He drove faith out of his life. He ridiculed Christianity. His book, A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, is just filled with ridicule of belief in the Bible and religion. It's not so much belief in the Bible, it's in religion.
Oh, okay.
It's religion. He felt that there was a lot of corruption in the church and priests and so forth. So, okay.